We had to do a presentation on I forget, realism or something. I did my thing on realism. You nailed me, Mike. But even in that, I think I still didn't know what the fuck I was talking about back then. I was a punk, but I was lucky to get to be in the gifted programs, to be in AP everything, to be going into 3 universities before I even graduated high school at 15, and then start, basically postgraduate school at 17. I took a year break, and I was lucky to pass all of that because I don't do homework. I never did homework. Just couldn't get me to do homework. And it was antithetical to the fact that I had such incredible comprehension. So the teachers would teach, and I would learn it right there. Like my comprehension was so good that I would learn it right there. I didn't feel the need to do the homework. So then the tests came along, and I would score at the top. I'd be one of the first ones done. I would just I'd know how everything worked. You taught it to me. I got it, And I didn't even read the books, and it went dismally bad when it came to homework, and my grades just barely got me by. But because of the tests, however they weighted the tests, that would determine my final grade, and it was always enough to to get by in life. I was a real punk. Jackson Financial, JXN. Yeah. I think I've looked at that before. Let me take a look at that. All right, we're going to talk about the market here in a second. Let me just look at this Jackson. Yeah, I would leave it alone, whoever asked me about that. Okay. Let's take a look at this market. I don't know why we were talking about that. The punk thing. All right, we've got, wow, only 5 minutes to the market opens. Good. Good morning, everybody on TikTok. Make sure you click the link in my bio. Go over to my profile, click the link in my bio. It's nice to see you this morning. But come on over and check out our trading group. We have lots of lead traders giving lots of alerts all day long, and I think you really enjoy it. Come check it out. I'm going to take a quick look at the entire market here before the market opens, so we have some orientation. We are opening above Friday and Thursday's highs. That's pretty good. So we've rolled back in price this morning, and this week maybe we're going to leave last week's bottom in the dust, possibly. Have Powell talking this week, so that might scare the markets a little bit this way or that, or make the markets rally. So we'll see how this week goes. But we seem to be kicking it off on a good note. Oil is at $110 a barrel, and energy's up, financials are up, industrials are up, base materials are up, consumer staples are up a smidge. So those others, inflationary picks are up more than defensives. Rates indeed are up a little bit to 3.3%. The VIX is down to hitting almost 30. Utilities are flat. So defensives not necessarily doing good. Growth, tech, discretionary spending, communications are up this morning. So value flat, growth up, oil flat, gold flat, rates up a smidge. So in general, we're looking at a mild growth day, it sounds like. That could be something that either kicks off some trades, some swing alerts for growth, or starts to help set them up this week. And we might see some actual breakouts happen this week. Might want to get up above 288 on the Qs before we get really excited. 288 on the Qs would be a nice bullish pivot break to the upside this week, 288. And on SPY, if you're a SPY follower, that would be at 385. You can write those down. 288, did I say? And 385. All right, so that is pretty much the update this morning, and Bitcoin's kind of in a short-term downtrend right now, but an intraday uptrend. So we'll see. Bitcoin's following growth pretty much par on par because it's a risk asset, and that's what you do. That's where growth money goes. All right, 1 minute and 40 seconds until the market opens, and we are ready for it. Some of the stocks we're watching this morning: BKSY, SYM. We're also looking at Kellogg's. Chris, are you trying to short that? Is that the play there? That already is happening. Okay, there's potential short on Kellogg's if it can get up to 72 to 73 range. In my opinion, I don't know what your play is, Chris, but I think that looks pretty much right to me. 72 to 73, build up a short, cut at 73.50, and go long. Watch for the fake out, or break a pre-market low here. 60 seconds after the market, possibly break a pre-market low, pivot low, which is 71. And you can go short Kellogg's for about 5 points a gain. Potentially. Okay, we're ready. We're ready, market. 30 seconds. Yes, UAVS. We also have that in the bottom right corner. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's right here. All right, 18 seconds to the market open. You already got the 72 break. Okay, good. Yeah, it's below VWAP, Could have got maybe the VWAP break at 72.5. Back fast. All right, let's see how these first 5 minutes of the market trade. Interesting. QUIK swing trade entry. Watch out for it not holding up. Plan to buy more near the close. It's about 30 or 40 cents a risk. 30 cents a risk. All right, the market is rallying so far. And in momentum, HCTI is up over VWAP. HCTI. Rev is happening? Well, I don't know that it's really going to be much of a big deal, though, Rebecca. But I'll pull it up in a minute. All right, we have a SIGA swing trade alert. SYM definitely trying to break 30 in a moment here, but it looks like it's going to try and break 28. We got SIGA, swing trade entry, and quick. And I would like to cut something in order to get into those. That'll work. All right. Industrials flat. Growth up. SPY up. All right, I don't want to cut that either. I want to get into SIGA and quick. The VIX is falling back to 30, as I mentioned. Yeah, MIX is up. MICS looking good on MIX. Where is that on my chart here? Yes, almost to 8 now. Tesla zooming pretty strong here. Looks like it may break. Yeah, I would get a swing on Tesla as well. To the low of the day. I'm missing all these great breakouts because, well, I'm already pot committed in other things. That's a common problem. There we go. I can sell off RCMT, which seems to be not holding up. Thank you, RCMT. Being a fuckhead. Or whatever you want to call it. BKSY went. There it goes. It broke 2.8. BKSY is almost at 2.9. UAVS has failed out. Yes, it has broken pre-market pivot. It's about $12 a risk on Tesla. I don't think I still don't have enough cash shored up for that one. Let me go after SIGA. Well, I'll get a little taster on test. The probe. That'll work. And still got some left over for SIGA. Check on SIGA. SIGA has pulled back, so we get to skip that one anyway. Blessing in disguise. And quick. Quick is following through. Quick, I think it was 25 cents of risk. Let me look again. 25 cents of risk. Make that 0.3. Go. Happening on Lucid. Okay, you guys. Rebecca says something happening on Lucid. Well, this market is zooming. You guys better get these swing entries in. The alerts were posted in my Swing 100 alerts. There we go. Got that one. So on deck was SYM. Okay, no, that didn't follow. Perfect. BEKE. Rebecca says also take a look at BEKE. Do I think the queues have much further up to go? Not a good question. Any trades that you recommend? We just called out some. Yeah, the alerts are in our group. Click the link in my bio. I forget what they were already. So Tesla, that was one of them. Oh, I already have some SAFM. Okay, like that. MRA on one of my swing alerts here for the break to the upside. Doesn't look promising to me. Intraday chart. Yeah, stay. All right, SYM failed and broke pivot. So that looks like that's not going to even happen today or much later today. It broke down. BKSY is coming back down to the breakdown point as well. Can't say we have any dwack action, any dwaction. Kellogg's not moving either. But the market, Tesla, that swing entry that I mentioned on Tesla, that's looking good. Len has really filled the gap. Yeah, I figured that one, huh? Yeah. It's like, oh, well, good news. Lenovo has good news. Lennar, sorry. Lennar has good news. Yeah, nobody cares. Oh, maybe he'll lead us out of the Great Depression then. If everybody buys Lennar homes, I've got a thesis here. If everybody buys Lennar homes instead of KB homes, we might be out of the recession. Yeah. Have you ever seen Lennar homes? They're like 4 times the cost of KB homes. That's not going to be happening unless the government can print it. If the government can print it, it must be true. Good. I'm glad you sold your Tesla calls at 675, but now is an entry, and that's how trading works. Here on Cloves, CLVS, and Grove, GROV. CDU's looking like it might break pre-market high of 725. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If Tesla's an entry, why wouldn't you get in? You were in it when it wasn't an entry. I mean, you ask that question of your own self. Get back in. Yeah. Mac over here says, someone sounds mad they're late. Well, you're not late. It's not up even out of that zone at all, and it's a swing trade and could last multiple days. Could last 2 weeks. Who knows? Let me see if I got enough here. Left, everything else I have is working. Okay, maybe I have. And on high volume. Getting out of PEV. And getting into more Tesla. Oh. There we go. Patient size. Just let that sit and bake all day. A little bit of pullback going on right now. You guys looking at CLVS? It's got some decent numbers I'm seeing here. I'm not looking at the chart. I got to finish my Tesla accumulation here. I'm not. No, I'm seeing bullish fix divergence. Oh, maybe on the larger time frame you're talking? I think that's bullish also. I think you might be reading those upside down or something. I can recall we have bullish divergence. Out in a minute. Yeah, SYM is like just almost fully crapped out now, but it was hot at this 22 level, so maybe it'll base there. Bitcoin is now at 21,600 roughly. Energy zooming. Industrials down a little bit. Rates flat. at 3.3, holding. Communications flat. Utilities moving up. Boy, this is really odd because also the Qs are going up and tech is moving up strongly, but not communications. And utilities are moving up. Staples are holding strong. I mean, this is a lot of conflicting information. You understand? Every time I'm saying one of these, there's a contrary asset that I'm mentioning. Like if we're moving in growth, then either we should be also moving in value, or not moving in value, or receding in value. We're getting so much conflicting information here. Gold is actually zooming from 1835 to 1840, so a little $5 zoom. Perhaps the reason why it's conflicting is it's just out of phase. In other words, these rallies are all happening independent, and so some look down, but they're actually going to be going up. And this is just broad market accumulation here. That could be what's going on. Somebody just said, and I don't know if this is old news, like hours old or just now. Europe announced they're going to fire up coal plants again to offset the gas shortage. It probably was earlier today. It's like utilities are like the hottest sector right now. XLU. Top holding is Nextera. Let me double check if that's still true. Could be old Google cached information. Is it the mic? If I switch to this mic, can you hear me? Really? That's better. What do you mean better? Were you fucking lying, RJ? I couldn't hear you before. Now I can. It's better. No, that completely solves the problem. That's 100% differential. Is it better, or is it totally fucking 100%? No, you know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. You get my joke. Solved. Thank you, sir. Yeah, and they're going in robotics. And I drove past the Tesla factory here in Austin 2 nights ago, and the robots are all working 24/7, and you've got people manning the station. The place is popping. 120,000 jobs created here in Austin with one factory. That's a big motherfucking factory. It's the largest factory in the world at the moment. So we got that going for us. Yeah. But not everybody shows up. Like, no, but my point is actually only a third of the factory is still is in full operation. Another third is in like sort of getting set up, and then the last third is sort of empty, and they're still welding on the lights and everything. But it's still huge, and the 120,000 jobs are open in our potential positions. I think only 12,000 are filled so far, but 120,000 total jobs is what it is to create. Yeah, pretty impressive, I must say. Life is good in Austin. Went down to the river yesterday with my dad, and went to it's a little town called Georgetown. It's a pretty historic town. Visited the old cemetery there. The names are so old. People died in like 1806, and gravestones are so worn. You can kind of sometimes can't make it out. You can look at that cemetery on the internet, and you can read the entire history of that person that died, which is like Margaret used to make quilts, and her husband was shot down dead, and she was left with 3 kids, and I mean it was just you guys really have it all. You can walk over to across the street and get a fucking rotisserie chicken. You don't even know that it had feathers. The level of difference between then and now is insanity. Carl, have you been to Georgetown? Have you been to that cemetery? Or are you talking Austin? Is Austin where they have all those bats? Yes.
Alert.
To be fair, there's those bats do visit a lot of the cities around here. So they probably are also in San Antonio. Although San Antonio is more famous for the River Walk, which is sort of a Venice-like subterranean river and retail shopping setup. Very, very cool. It's like going into Alice in Wonderland. You drop down, you're on the street, up above, and you have skyscrapers and buildings, and they have kind of interesting. They have a lot of horse and carriages there, and then you go down some steps, and suddenly now you're in these canals and this subterranean with these huge trees that you didn't even know were fucking there when you were up above in the city. But then you're down at the Riverwalk, and there's like these, huge. I don't know what they are. They almost look like sequoias. They're not that big, but they're very Alice in Wonder. It's a very Alice in Wonderland type experience. San Antonio, beautiful place. I recommend you go there. But the cemetery, yes, whatever that means. Twitter board just unanimously recommended that the sell goes through to Elon for 44 billion. Oh, of course they would. Yeah. We unanimously pretty much all decided that he should buy it for the top price that he promised. Yeah. I think Elon's like, you can probably pull that money out of my cold, dead hands. You understand? He moved to He moved to a different mind state when he came to Texas. He got his mental status in order there. Dude, Tesla's at 705. Tesla providing all my daily gains right now. I can train you, yes. Send me a private message or click the link in my bio and then connect with me. You're from San Antonio? Nice, San Antonio. Imagine being the guy bidding for a company versus Musk. What other offer? Oh, there's another offer, Mac, from someone else for 30 billion. I think Musk would say, you know what, let the other guy have it. Call their bluff. You know, another offer coming through the woodworks. That's bullshit. They need to make good decision. It's not always about the money. The best financial decision may not always be about which one's more money. I think definitely call that bluff. Yeah. If there's one thing Elon Musk can't be, it's bullied. That's the one thing he cannot be. Remember when the FAA was prohibiting him from launching? So he parked a fucking rocket in front of the FAA building in their parking spaces. And then he bought 3 oil rigs off of the coast and is converting them into launch pads so that he doesn't have to answer to the FAA. That's how that's how you kick bullies' asses. Which indicators do I use? Mostly moving averages and trend lines. But I know about all indicators. I've been through them all in my life. Let's get back on track here. Looks like tech and growth are really zooming along. This trade is really happening, guys. I hope you dug in to Tesla and what was the other one? I already forgot. Quick, QUIK. I don't know if that's even happening. Let me check on the health of that trade. Oh yeah, it is happening. Yes, sir. Did you guys get that? Hope so. These are the moments, my friends. These are the moments. This is why you show up every day. Yeah, I'm up 3.4% on Quick already, and I'm up 2.55% on Tesla. I think I'm up a little bit more in another account. I got them at different price points. Amazon zooming, but I will follow the leader. There goes Quick with another pop. QUIK might even be a good day trade. Kodak. I haven't looked at Kodak for a long time. You're right. There is kind of a bottom reversal activity going on Kodak. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I'd have to look at the numbers to tell you whether or not, and I'll do that right now, but to tell you whether or not that looks any good, has any positive prospects. No new management in the last year. And not consistent revenue growth, and not profitable, and negative margins. Unfortunately, Kodak's dying, it looks like. I mean, when I look at a company's financials like that, and it looks like that, that's kind of what it looks like. So you can bottom reverse all you want, but I'm not interested. Please look, MMTLP. Okay. And then that'll be it, guys. MMTLP. This metamaterials thing. Well, it looks like it's been flat for a while. Let me take a look at it from fundamentals point of view. Oh, I can't pull it up. It must be OTC. They probably don't have financials. Is Rev happening now? I'm not watching it. I'll pull it up really quick here. Yeah, it does have a lot of momentum right now. Million per minute.
If it breaks 475, it may really run Revlon. That's Revlon entering bankruptcy proceedings, and I think there was some other piece of news that went with that, possibly acquisition related, or it sets it up as a potential acquisition target. But I don't know, how much is it worth? Let me see here. It's negative. It's not worth anything. Well, so you're just basically buying the brand. You're basically buying a trademark. That's all you're buying when you're buying the company, because frankly, everything else doesn't work. So it's just a brand at this point. So yeah, that could set it up for an offer. But I don't think it's going to be a very good offer. How many millions of shares is it right now? The market cap right now is 200 million. I don't think. Would you buy a company which has no worth, zero worth? The employees, the operation, the business plan, the upper management, their assets, their infrastructure is all to shit. All you're buying is the Revlon name. Would you pay 220 million for that? You'd have to build the company up again from scratch with your own new, fresh ideas. You'd have to be Maybelline interested in it because, Maybelline knows how to run a company. And then they go and buy Revlon and go, hey, we can make Revlon. And that's not what Maybelline would do. Maybelline loves seeing Revlon go out of business because now they can just expand that market share. So what you're really talking about here is somebody who's never really mastered the cosmetics industry would be the only potential worthwhile buyer because everyone else is happy to see Revlon go out of business. You see, so that's for like billionaire collectors, I guess, and you want to collect a company and then see if you can turn it around. I don't think Rev looks like a very good target. All right, you guys, I will catch you back in the trading group. Good trading with you and getting on top of the market this morning. We are in Tesla. Way to go. Make sure you are fully allocated into that properly in your position wise before it's too late. This week could rally. This week, the whole week could rally. Have a good one. Make sure you subscribe, come in, check out the trading group, click the link. And we do this every day, all day. And more alerts are going out throughout the day from me and other lead analysts in the group. See you in the Discord. See you in the cord. All right. Yeah. See you there.